we already have people here. Hello, Deadman Animations. I'm glad you could make it. I wish it was a happier occasion. Ha! Why would you say hype about a video titled? Well, people can be hype about hearing me talk about it. I don't know. But I appreciate the hype. It's fine. Um. So yeah. Um. It looks like there's only 3 people here. I don't know how long I should wait until I really get into things, but just to cut to the chase. Um. Though. So yeah. A man. Named Joshua Brown was lynched on Friday. I don't know how many of you have heard. Um, at first, the story was being really suppressed, and we're going to get into that later. Also, I forgot to ask, can everyone see and hear me okay? Hello, Angry Jiggly. We have mods. Actually, Deadman, could I make you a mod? Would you mind that? Or what? Fuck. Joe, just because I'm trying to get as many mods from like people that I trust. Cool. It seems like at least someone can hear me. Fuck. I keep saying sorry. I've been thinking about this all day, and I've had migraines all day. In fact, I've had migraines for the past few days. So my brain is a little bit like, I don't know. We're getting through it. But I'm gonna say a lot. I think Deadman is gone. Maybe. That's okay. What happened? I tried Googling it. We're gonna get into that. Though, spoiler alert. Fuck, I don't actually know a lot about what happened because so many of the details of the story, and so many things that have happened have gotten so confusing just because of the way it's been reported on, the way the government has been, shady stuff has gone on. We're gonna get into all of that. In fact, it's been almost 3 minutes and I haven't hardly said anything, so let's just get into it now. So I actually pulled up the first article that I found about this when I Googled it. How many days ago was it? I forget. But when a friend alerted me that this was happening, otherwise I don't know how long it would have taken for me to figure it out. But basically, for any of you who don't know, and I think most people know about this child, but for anyone who's here or watching later that might not know, there was a child from a case where a white woman named Amber Geiger walked into a black man's house. Oh, by the way, trigger warnings for like racism, lynchings, about violence, police brutality, other things, all of that. So if you're not in the mental space for that kind of discussion, that's fine, and you can go. Yeah. So, anyways, Amber Geiger walked into another man's apartment, shot him, didn't help with anything, but didn't do CPR. And yeah, that's what this case was about, basically. I'm not going to go over the whole thing because my memory is bad and I don't want to get details wrong, but also it's been a while and there's tons of articles that you can read. But you can read up on to inform yourself if you would like to. So, come Friday, or not Friday, a little bit before Friday, I forget how many days were in between these instances, that a man named Joshua Brown, who lived in the complex and was a witness to this event, sorry about the buzzing, but testify against Amber Geiger and was actually going to testify against the Dallas Police Department. The police department, excuse me. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. Or I'll try to look at it later. Sorry. Just so I can focus. But so he testified, and he didn't want to because he was afraid that if he testified against this police officer that he would get killed. But I think I have heard that he was threatened with arrest and so flew into California. An important detail we'll get to later. Flew from California rather to testify against Amber Geiger. And on Friday, according to this article, he stepped out of his van and was immediately shot in the chest and in the mouth. Right after testifying, right before testifying again. And I brought this article, but I don't know if I'm going to read it. If you're wondering, the first article that I said it's in the Dallas.com about 3 days ago. So those were the details of the first article, right? Yeah. And so I was concerned. My connection? Is that happening to anyone else? Oh, really? I don't know what to do about that. Is it getting any better? Sorry. I'm trying to mess with the... What? Is it better now? Ah! My shirt? Is it better when it's off my shirt? Should I just connect my but sorry. Is that better? Keys. That hasn't happened before. Oh, my hair's all messed up. I'm gonna put it in a ponytail. Fixed? Is it fixed for everyone? This is a bad ponytail. But, oh good, sweet. I was getting really scared for a second. Okay, sorry. I'm putting my hair up and then, we're gonna continue. I forgot where I left off. But did y'all all get what I said? Or was it like completely awful for a while? Keys. Bop, bop, bop. Oh no, I'm so sorry. But it's never done that before. So I don't know I'll just have to stream without my headphones, I guess. For a while that was working better, but apparently not. Ugh. Excuse me, my stomach is always awful. I understood I caught about half. Sorry, I'll just like go over a second. So the details of the story at first were that he stepped out of his van after testifying, and was immediately shot in the chest and mouth. That's the basic important part. I just tend to ramble. So yeah, I saw this and immediately saw that it wasn't hardly getting any attention. So I started tweeting about it and trying to find other people who are tweeting about it, as you do. But Name of the victim is Joshua Brown. Sorry. Did I forget to mention that? Yeah, Joshua Brown is the witness and the person testifying who was shot. Um, Sorry about that. I am so flustered. But so, anyways, yeah, I started tweeting about it, and I actually did make the hashtag Glad Joshua Brown was lynched, and started to try to figure out what the heck was going on because it seemed like a big deal, but it wasn't in my feed at all, and that was really good, confusing and confounding, especially when oh, just a few days ago, everyone and their mother, it felt like, had an opinion on um, the judge hugging Amber Geiger and forgiveness and all of that. And we all went on about it for a few days. And it was this huge deal. But then, this key witness gets shot and no one's talking about it. So, yeah, that was a little that's when it started to get a little weird for me. Or it started to get weird before that, but that's when I started to realize, fuck, I don't know, more things were off about the story. But, and then, so, I started, tweeting about it, and I started specifically searching for people tweeting about it, especially, the people that I followed. You can go search on Twitter, and you can look for it in people you follow. And it seemed like only 3 or 4 were tweeting about it, which was what the hell? And I was like, why is everyone quiet about this? Especially because, what most of the people I follow are quite good on racial stuff. Most of them, not all. No shade, but so I was like, what's going on? So I started searching more. And then I slowly started finding a little bit, and then I started searching people's, long story short, people's profiles, and found that there's stuff not coming up in my searches, which was really, really weird, because they were using hashtags and stuff. Fuck. Good. And then I saw, I believe, Sarah Rao tweet about how not a lot of news organizations were talking about it either, and those who were, it was fuck, way down the list where it was hard to find and it wasn't promoted at all. So that I found really sketchy. And come today, and fuck, the the Dallas Police Department comes out with this explanation that doesn't make any sense. Fuck. I'm actually gonna. Should I try to find tweets on it? Let me. Sorry, stomach. But. So I'm gonna try to recite some of the details that I know while trying to get my phone to cooperate but my phone is not cooperating. Anyways, so they come up with this explanation that was fuck, oh, it was a drug deal. And at first I had a few comments on some of my tweets, and I was like, oh, they're already trying to say this. But then I saw that the actual police department had said it, fuck, and they were saying specifically, fuck, that was it 3 or 4 dudes? I heard both. But anyways, this group of guys traveled from Louisiana which is 4 hours away, got to get weed from the witness right after the trial, and then they shot him because of some altercation, and then they left without the weed. But and apparently they found weed in his apartment, but that doesn't make any sense because he flew in from uh California, and the amount of weed they say he had, like, why would you be traveling with that? None of it makes any sense. So yeah, I wanted to just stream about it and make something about it because but sorry, let me catch up with the chat. I just wanted to make something about it because I see it getting buried and covered up, and I've watched it happen um gut in real time, and it's been so trippy, and it's been messing with my mind because like but this country, y'all. Anyways, let me check the chat. Fuck. Hello, are you accepting donations? No, I'm not gonna read Thomas Sowell's audio books, and this is not even the time. We're talking about a lynching. Fuck. Okay, I'm still not following how this was a lynching. This was a lynching, but and this is how lynchings have always happened. They left thousands of dollars too. Yeah, we'll get to that. There's so many details about this that are like awful. This is a lynching because but it is a racialized well, first of all, let's go over the fact that but this was a white woman that he testified against. Fuck. And then for speaking out about her actions, but he was executed for it. And that is a lynching. Lynching is not just about but and it's racialized, right? But it's not just about being like hung up on a tree. That's not what a lynching is. In fact, let me pull up the definition. My phone's kind of cooperating now. Um Keys, it's like my old phone that I'm Googling in. Um let's say define lynching. Drop bit but Google says of a mob to kill someone, especially by hanging for an alleged offense with or without legal trial. I don't. Oh, this doesn't have a racial component, which seems wrong to me, but yeah, it's not. If you look historically, even in the past, it's not just about hanging, and but even in this dictionary definition, it's not just about hanging. But and I think defining it in that narrow way really does a disservice to the victims of that particular act. Oh, let's catch up on the chat. Fuck. Where's the evidence on why that's why he was killed? Well, there hasn't been evidence either way, but like it's too convenient. I mean, and the fact that the police are trying to come up with this story that doesn't make any sense, like, I'm sorry. But, and the police were also saying too, before this, that he had no known enemies, that, like, he wasn't involved in anything. Like, oh, the timing good and the way it happened, I'm sorry. Fuck. But even from okay, this is another detail that was really inconsistent. Remember how before I said that he was shot once in the chest and once in the mouth? But in this news story, somehow in the mix, the fact that he got shot in the mouth just totally disappeared. But for 4 days, they were like, he was shot in the mouth. And now, no, apparently. And how does that make... if you buy that, gut, someone get Cole out of the chat, because gut, I'm not in the mood to be dealing with BS when this story is so freaking blatant. Gut, yeah, at other times, like, listen, I can handle, like, disagreement and all of that and have a discussion so long as you're not hurting people, but we're talking about the lynching. So, but a lynching shouldn't be partisan. Yes, thank you. This is not like, this is not just like politics. Fuck, not to mention, and I've mentioned this before, sorry, this is a whole ramble, but I'm just going for it because glad people need to know. The US government has a history of doing things exactly like this. Good, and at times a very well documented history. If you take any look at Black American history and what has happened to our activists and how they've died, this is a habit for the government. This is every day to them. But it's a cycle that keeps continuing. And there's always some plausible explanation as to why they could have died or how the US government didn't do it. There's always something like that because the US government isn't just going to kill people without covering it up, right? And white America doesn't realize, doesn't see it, and people just let this cycle continue on and on and on and on. And that it's so frustrating and so tiring to think that this is going to be another one of those cases, and then months, maybe less down the line, it's going to happen to someone else, and no one's going to pay attention because it's not going to be this cut and dry. You know what I mean? Like, this is a cycle that we need to work to break. I'm not sure what that work is going to look like, but we need to not only raise awareness, but those of you, I can't do this right now, but those of you, excuse me, who can, do something about this, I think you should. Like, soon, because again, it's a cycle. It cannot keep happening like this. I haven't seen anyone talking about how we're gonna help the men implicated in the murder. Yeah, that's another thing. And apparently, okay, this is another thing that confuses me. I know the details of this go on and on and on. But apparently now, the key witness Joshua Brown is supposed to have shot someone else during this drug deal gone wrong, where again people apparently travel 4.5 hours for weed and then have a shootout over it. So yeah, we're talking about a whole freaking shootout, that wasn't reported on, with a whole other dude shot that wasn't reported on for 4 days. For 4 days. I don't know what's going on with these 3 men, 3 or 4 men that they're trying to implicate. But it seems like they're just gonna put other black men in jail for their crimes. for the U.S. government's crimes. That's what it seems like. I don't actually know what happened. I don't know the details of anything. But it just seems convenient to me. But that more black men are getting put into our incarceration system for this. Fuck. Just a little convenient. Fuck. Afraid I didn't catch the story, but I hope I can warn you against using an evil event involving a handful of people to describe a country. No, okay, this is not just like an event. Like I said, this is a pattern. This is a pattern that the U.S. has, and that the U.S. was built on black labor and the deaths of black people. So that's not, I'm not saying, oh, like, this one event happened, so therefore the U.S. is bad. I'm saying this is the status quo, and we need to change it. Fuck. Oh. Good. Oh. I think what would help is changing the way the U.S. presents itself to the world. I feel like a big reason why there's... Well, part of the reason is that the U.S. presents itself as innocent. But I don't know exactly what you are referring to. Also, please don't say preach at me if you are white. Thank you. Oh, please. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people who are getting this story do not understand history. And to be honest, like, my knowledge of history is very rudimentary too. But if you just like take just like a few glances, then all of this will not surprise you. Let's just say that. Fuck. History of covering up hate crime is because of how much the U.S. cares about its image as a golden utopia of freedom and justice. I mean, yeah, but the U.S. benefits from that image. Because if we realized, quite frankly, excuse me, I hate having to deal with my stomach at a time like this, but, so, where was I? Oh, if people really realized all of the things that the U.S. has done, the U.S. government would have a significant problem on their hands. Because a lot of the things that this country has done and continues to do is unconscionable. But, and if people realized that, it wouldn't be able to continue what it was doing, or at least it would have a very hard time. But, that's okay, UBK, I got it. But, exactly, the U.S. would not present an image if we did not benefit from it. Exactly. But, because if people like really cared about marginalized people and paid attention to what they're going through, and cared about also what we're doing in other countries and what we've been doing to other countries, like, and if people got riled up about it, yeah, the U.S. does not want that. Keys. But oh, I thought we banned Cool Scott. Can we ban keys? But yeah, I think there's more to say about the details of this story. But having trouble remembering. I suppose we can get into questions, discussions. If any of y'all know any more details. Sorry, this charger fell out of my phone. But if any of you have realized any details that I missed, because I am sure I did. There's so much wrong with this story. Then you can comment. But the USA is unique in history for self-criticism and correction. No, it's not. Second to only Britain for ending slavery. But oh gosh, where do I even start? The U.S. was not. But the U.S. is awful at self-criticism. Quite frankly, whatever they've been able to bury or just make sure people don't learn about it or have no reason to learn about it, they've done that. And I know other countries probably do some things like that too. But the US is not very self-critical. I hope there's an independent investigation, but I'm not holding my breath. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that because, I do hope there is one. But is that going to be fair? And, if there is one that does show that the US did this and it was a cover up, then what? Are we gonna. Because a lot of people seem to think that, the system is gonna punish the police somehow. And I don't think that's gonna happen. At least not to the degree that it needs to. I think we need to get really serious about our activism. And I'm not gonna, I think a platform like YouTube is a bad place to do that. So, I'm not going to be specific, but I do want to motivate people. If you have ideas for activism, if you can organize your local neighborhood, your city, if you're in Dallas, and you can join up with other Black people. If you have ideas for activism, for resistance, for anything like that, now would be a great time to do it. This is a very clear-cut case that it would be very easy to rally people around with all of the right information. But it's funny how you can't stand differing views. What are you talking about? You act like you're familiar with this world of discrimination, but yet you've lived an upper-class life. You come from a good... Oh, this person sounds like they're trying to act like they know me, but they don't. I am to remind everyone, as I do, I am Black, I am queer, and I have multiple disabilities, some of which are very stigmatized. And I'm on SSI. But, that is not a position of privilege. I do have some privileges. Yeah. But ooh, this person's trying to dox me. Get him out. Keys. Get this person out of my chat. I am being doxed. Keys. This person's not banned. I'm getting him. I think my phone... Oh, there. Thank you. Jeez. A lot of that information is already public, though. But we're gonna have to watch that. As I'm talking about this stuff, about being who I am, I'm not surprised. That stuff like that is happening. Let me see. Sorry, I'm trying to... I don't know. But keys. I need more mods. Fuck. Cause wow. But yeah, I'm not. I have a nice house, but we're not upper class. I'm sorry. But oh, anyone who knows that about me too, who's gonna say it on here, hasn't talked to me in a while. I'll just say that. But they might have talked to my parents, which I guess I'll have to talk to them about that later. But yeah, good. And Angry Jiggly, since you're modding, uh, fuck. Keep a special eye out for that. Whew. If someone starts doing that, they need to be banned right away. Keys, as if being in a privileged family means you cannot face discrimination. Some people. Yeah, and again, I'm glad I have been very open, especially on my Twitter, that I have some privileges. I mean, listen to the way I talk for one. This is a white lady voice. Fuck, and that grants me some privileges because I can sound intelligent to people or whatever. And I'm light skinned. But yeah, my mom is white. Fuck, and I have a whole like white side of my family. And but yeah, but in some areas I'm not doing too bad. But fuck anyone who says I've just had this privileged, wonderful life, does not know me. And most people around here where I live do not know about most of the things I've been through. Hey Saber, glad you could join. Or but my point is that we are not perfect, but have come a long way. Conversations like this are helpful. Um, I question. I don't think that very many Black people talk about it like we've come a long way. In some ways, yeah, things are better. But I mean, we're still like that. It's hard to explain the amount of oppression that we are still under. And this country is never going to get to a place good where, things are good for Black people under the system. Good, like under capitalism, where we're relying on good colonizing other countries still. Fuck, where Black people are segregated still. Like, oh, this stuff runs deep. Keys. But Snapple. They weren't actually banned. Maybe only she can ban people. I don't know what is going on with that. But my mom is vacuuming. Good. Oh. Yeah, apparently I have to talk to my parents about their friends because someone tried to dox me. Keys. Oh. So far, no biggie though. Good, yeah, at least we're not slaves or in colonies anymore, but there's still a lot that needs to be done. Good. I mean, we do rely on child labor in Africa. Fuck, so maybe, like, good. The Black people here aren't, like, actually in chattel slavery anymore. Fuck. But this country is still relying on forced, highly, highly exploitative Black labor. Not to mention that capitalism is exploitative anyways. Fuck. Neocons and Hillary Clinton type are the modern day colonizers. Yeah. Yeah. But so when you imply that because things could be worse, you shouldn't complain. Exactly. And I hate that. Because it only breeds apathy and what's that word? I'm trying to think of a word that starts with the C. Um, where people are just gonna sort of go along because oh, it could be worse, and we're never gonna change anything to make it better that way. It frustrates me because we can make things better. But the racism in society is more subtle now, but still very prevalent. Yeah, and the subtle racism can be harder to root out. Keys. Can we break these racial barriers and show love? Well, white colonizers have got to do that. Oh, but yeah, that's all I'll say about that for now. Complacence, yes, thank you, thank you. That was the word I was looking for. It breeds complacence. Good. Seriously, how's your day been? Are you working school? Do you like hot pockets? God, this hair. Um, but my day has been interesting. Honestly, I've mostly been thinking about this. I don't want to really share about my schedule at this moment. Um, but but I'll say today this has been on my mind a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, I find it kind of frightening that we live but in a country that does this to black people. Keys. But the oppression is just a bit more removed. If it's the whole, if you don't see it, it must not exist mentality. Yeah. And there's always some excuse. It's always, like, oh, it's not racism. And, but like it obviously is. Fuck. Snapple, we're talking about how I see no option to ban people. Literally nothing since ban. I clicked hide user on channel. Um, that should be alright for now. But honestly, I came to my YouTube channel again because I get more people on my YouTube channel and because of the story. Um, I needed a place where I could get more attention. Not for myself, obviously. I know that someone's gonna clip that and be like, "Oh, the attention-seeking SJW." No, this isn't about me. It's about the story. So yeah, fuck. But I will probably after this switch back to Twitch for the most part. I'm still trying to figure out how to upload my Twitch streams to YouTube. I don't know if it's possible on mobile. I don't know. The Twitch on mobile, like the way it's set up, really confuses me. Um, so I might have to set up some stuff on the computer, but that's gonna be a whole mess. But fuck. So hopefully, yeah. I understand that I went on this tangent. What I was gonna say is hopefully when I go back to Twitch, um, we'll have more effective modding tools. But I would like to not get doxxed. That's cool. But do more YouTube. I'm gonna see. It seems like because the thing is, if I get good enough at Twitch, which I don't know that I will, then I could get good actual money for it. Um, which might help. Again, I'm still thinking about that and working out the kinks. But I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Fuck. I'm a cat. I'm gay. Hi. But yeah, it's been 45 minutes and I've ranted a lot. Does anyone have last minute questions, comments? My stomach. Someone get the. Alright, people are trying to dox me. Maybe that. It's been 45 minutes. But, and people are trying to dox me. So I'm going to go for now. I think I've said most of the important things that I want to say. Actually, maybe not. I also wanted to call on other left tubers. Oh, good, good one, Saber. Um, I wanted to call on other left tubers to talk about this because it's really important, I think, to get the word out about this story because I think it really does expose um fuck a lot of the things that um this government has been doing because it's so blatant. Um, and also, Joshua Brown deserves justice. um, yeah. Hmm. Everyone that was involved, Joshua Brown, Botham John, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, the other men that have been implicated in this case, um, they all deserve. They all deserve um, to have the right story be out there and for people to fight for them and fight for justice. So we need to talk about it. And we need to do more than talk about it. Oh, gets cool Scott out here. We need to do more than talk about it. We need to act. Yeah, I'm gonna go before more people dox me. Alright, y'all. I will see you hopefully on a better day. Bye.